Book 3, Stage 6, Lesson 91. By this time, let us suppose that you are not hungry at the moment. But by the time you reach home after school, you will almost certainly be hungry. It isn't raining at the moment, but it looks like rain. And I think that by the time you reach home, it will be raining. By the time means that somewhere between now and the time you reach home, you will become hungry or it will start to rain.
Okay.
Give me a sentence containing the words by the time.
By the time I'm an old woman, I sort of lost some of my feet.
Okay. What does by the time mean in that sentence?
By the time in that sentence means that somewhere between now and the time that I have become old, I sort of lost some feet.
By the time you are 90 years old, what do you suppose will have happened in the world?
By the time I am 90 years old, many things will have happened in this world.
Shall we have finished this book by this time next year?
I certainly may hope so.
As well as, can you speak English as well as you speak your own language?
No, I can't speak English as well as I speak my own language.
Do you take English lessons on Sunday as well as during the week?
No, I don't take English lessons on Sunday as well as during the week.
What does that last question mean in other words?
That last question means, in other words, that although I take English lessons during the week, I don't take them on Sunday.
Elder. Eldest. Though.
Although.
Generally, when speaking about people in the same family, we prefer to use the words elder and eldest instead of older and oldest, although they mean the same thing. We must note, however, that though we may say Mary and Anne are sisters, with Mary being the elder of the two, we must say Mary is older than Anne.
Question.
Yes.
Does that mean that I should say that you were the oldest, but not the eldest, between the two of us?
Between the two of us, I am the eldest, but I am older than you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Got it.
What's the difference between the words older and elder?
There is no real difference between the words older and elder, except that generally when speaking about people in the same family, we prefer to use the word elder.
Okay. Have you an elder brother?
No. I have an elder sister though.
Okay. Fallen. What's the paradigm of the verb to fall?
The paradigm of the verb to fall is fall, fell, fallen.
Have you ever fallen out of bed whilst asleep?
Unfortunately, no. I've never fallen out of bed whilst asleep.
Okay.
Have you, teacher?
Yes, I've fallen out of bed whilst asleep.
In what condition were you?
I was a child. Chose. What's the past of the verb to choose?
The past of the verb to choose is chose.
Who chose the clothes you're wearing? Did you choose them yourself or did someone else choose them for you?
I chose the clothes I'm wearing myself.
Such as
inexpensive. Schoolboy. Non-stop.
Why do you suppose football is such a popular game?
To be honest, I have no idea, but I suppose football is such a popular game because it is a game that anyone can play with great pleasure without being good at it. Oh, now I get it. It is a very inexpensive game. All that is needed is a ball. Consequently, it is a game played by every schoolboy in the world, rich and poor, and it is full of non-stop action.
Wow, it's a really extensive explanation. Does it seem to you such a long time ago since you were a child?
Yes. It seems like such a long time ago since I was a child.
What are such books as these called?
Such books as these are called canon books or school books.
Provide.
English books. Providing.
Uniform. Ghost. Does a soldier have to provide his own uniform, or is it provided for him by the government?
I suppose that a soldier's uniform is provided for him by the government.
How can one provide for one's children?
One can provide for one's children by saving money and putting it into the bank. For example,
if you had just bought a house and then someone told you that there was a ghost in it, what would you do?
Well, if somebody would tell me there was a ghost in my house, I would run out.
Okay. Straight. Are you going to go straight home after the lesson?
No, I'm not going to go straight home after the lesson. I have to go and teach some English.
Okay. If you came to some crossroads whilst driving a car and instead of stopping you kept straight on, what might happen?
If I came to a crossroad whilst driving a car and instead of stopping I kept straight on, I might have an accident.
Okay. Consist. About how many new words does this book consist of?
This book consists of about 500 new words.
Dance. Do you go dancing very much?
Unfortunately, no, I don't. Not as much as I would want to.
Why not?
I have my reasons.
Place. Why do we have to place an egg carefully on the table?
Well, we have to place an egg carefully on the table because it's round and it might fall off and break.
Commence. At what time does the first film of the day commence at the cinema in your hometown?
Well, first of all, in my hometown, there isn't a cinema.
Okay,
But there used to be one, and I think the first film commenced at around 10 a.m.
Okay. End of lesson 91.
See, that's how big my city actually is. We don't even have a cinema.